This movie got the wrong title, more like The Pro. So I watched The Amateur last night at an early screening, and here's my quick spoiler-free review including rating. If you don't know this movie, I'm gonna quickly explain based off of trailer footage that the main character played by Rami Malek, his wife gets killed and the CIA doesn't do anything to try and find the killers, so then Rami Malek's character takes things into his own hands, but he's not a trained killer. He doesn't know how to go after people really or kill people like that he wants to kill. So then he does it in his way because, he's very good with technology and runs into a bunch of problems in that process. You could say similar to John Wick or Jason Bourne, but not on that extent or that level. The movie was good. Would I say great? I don't know. The good things to me were the pacing, I think was fine. I think the overall character development in Rami's character, I think was good. Seeing him, having to learn and having trouble and a little bit messing up here and there, and that he's not perfect and stuff. I like that part. And I like the main focus being on his character because it's mainly about him. I like the character development, and I would say most characters serve their purpose well. I like the time it takes for Rami Malek's character to try and find the killers and doing it in his way instead of the usual traditional way on how people would try and go kill someone. Some things I didn't like as much in this movie. John Berthal's in this movie and his character barely gets any screen time, barely does anything, and I think was wasted. In movies where the main character, if they were to lose someone close to them, as the movie goes on, we get flashbacks of them with that character that they cared about, the person family member, whatever, or they get hallucinations of that specific character that they lost with them in a room where we know that they're gone. But in this movie, it does it in a way where it's a bit much. The action in this movie is solid when it happens, but it's not that much. The only thing I knew going into this movie was just watching the trailer, and there were a couple things in the trailer I wish they didn't show in the trailer that we would have saw for the first time while watching this movie, that it would have felt better, and I feel like they didn't really need to reveal that in the trailer. The ending of this movie before, it does the happily ever after thing where seeing how characters, the aftermath, where they went, I think was solid and good, but then that aftermath part, I'll say specifically Rami Malek's character wasn't realistic. The acting was fine, didn't have any problems. I think it was pretty good. Lawrence Fishburne, I like him, he did good. Rami Malek played, similar character like this before, and he did good. The pacing was okay, at a steady pace, nothing too crazy was happening or wasn't a crazy thriller. Dialogue was fine. There were a couple unintentional funny moments / intentional. The story, the plot, the idea of this movie I think was good, but not executed in the best way. But I would say still a solid watch. I would give The Amateur a nice 7.5 out of 10 rating. If you already seen this movie, what would you rate out of 10 in your overall thoughts? And if you haven't yet and you plan to, I hope you enjoy. Before watching I'm Amateur, after watching Pro.